This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, so day 23, the Diddy trial, heavy underway, halfway through the day. A lot's gone on today. The highlight today is that Kanye showed up again, went into the overflow room. But before that, let's get into a quick summary of where we're at. So Jane's done, and they're getting into some other witnesses today.
And then she finished with some acrimony with Kenny Garagos. And then yesterday, finally, after 6 long U.S. versus Sean Combs trial, and we're covering it. Yesterday, finally, after 6 long, grueling days, as they say, the witness known as Jane, Anonymous Jane, finished on the stand. And she finished with some sliding here. We have the guy.
No, this is Inner City Press right here.
There may only be 2. Seems like the summary chart's getting pushed to Monday. Everything is kind of sliding here. We have the guy. So there is a government witness, and there's a witness who may or may not be a staffer of Sean Combs. Many people were hoping that they'd see Christina Karam. People have been asking whether they'll see D-Rock.
See, I was hoping for that too, because like they're involved in everything. You always hear D-Rock's name, and Christina Karam. She's like the cleanup lady, you know. So she cleans things up, and so does D-Rock. D-Rock kind of like brings everything down to a calm.
Since Prosecutor Maureen Comey has said that the government may rest its case as early as next Wednesday. Just to say, like 5 days from now, 6 days from now, or Friday, with Thursday being a day off, I don't think you're going to see those guys because they would.
Yeah, I think Inner City Press is right. Now, he did an update. Kanye West arrived at the SDNY courthouse. He ran down to the lobby. Marshall reminds no phones, hence no photos. He came out in white pants and a jacket. Security was with him. One got the token they gave to you, and they picked up on the phone. Okay. Now, here.
Lee, Inner City Press, here, midday on Friday, June 13th, day 23 of U.S. versus Sean Combs, here in the Southern District. This is the street just off to the side, but it seems like a good time to say the big news of the day, apparently, was the arrival of Kanye West.
Now, Kanye West, I cannot believe he's going to this. I mean, he's going to have trouble with this wife of his he's with now, and he's into this lifestyle where he likes to watch his woman get smashed by another dude.
At the trial, he appeared mid-morning in a white jacket and white pants. It caused a lot of consternation. There was a lot of security suddenly in the courthouse. People were told, you know, what they could and couldn't do. He was taken up to the overflow room. He didn't stay long, frankly. Might have been better for him to come yesterday, and those who stand now.
He did come yesterday, but he wasn't allowed in. He was banned from even trying to.
There was a special agent who searched the house in Los Angeles, found cases of Astroglide and guns. Now, Mark Agnifilo said the guns were all in a safe.
Yeah, let's go through part of the trial right now. Okay, so hold on one sec. Let me get to the first part from 4 hours ago. All right, so it started before the jurors came in. The government proposed witnesses for today does not know how the guns were moved and piled into the security room. He has no personal knowledge. We can him excluded. And then judge says he is not an expert witness. He is a fact witness. The government says when he was on the premises, the guns were found in the security room. They can cross-examine. There is nothing prejudicial. Then the judge says it's not about prejudice. Mr. Angolfino is going to object to every statement. That's the issue. Angolfino says, I don't want jurors to see me objecting every time to the guns. There is nothing illegal about these guns. Mr. Combs has a professional security. Guns were in a safe. This witness is prejudicial, and I don't care what they want to know where the. I don't care. They don't know where Astroglide was, but these are guns. Let them put on agent who actually found the guns. The witness should not testify. That's a good point. This is how every law enforcement search is done. The property is secured before the search begins. They can ask. Judge says, Mr. Angolfino, the defense would stipulate that the guns were there, right? You're asking for the first time. I know the property well. I've been there many times. The security room has been locked. Can we find the person who did this? May I step? And then the government says, may I step up? This is how HSI, Homeland Security Investigation, does searches. They have a team that goes to make the area safe. They are not the experts in collecting evidence. Ms. Foster can ask about that. I'll expect he'll say it was made safe. Angelfina says, I'm not seeing how the guns are relevant. Angelfina says, I want to know how the guns were found. I don't want to play Russian roulette with guns. This is how Russian roulette is played, by the way. And then the judge says the agent can testify now as to juror. Why can't we bring the juror out today and get to the bottom of what parties have raised? And then they have a docket on that. This juror is not professional speaker. This was honest answers. I am hesitant to raise the issue again and lead juror to think he said something wrong. The juror's answers was innocuous. Okay. All right. And then what do they do? So the juror has said multiple things that can't be true. Additional steps should be taken to protect the record, the government says. And then the judge says, my preference would be to not run it into the ground here from the juror. I expect we will hear a perfectly reasonable explanation. And then the person that speaks for the jury says, let me say, the allegation in the court that the government is engaging in bias. There is no bias for that statement. Not in jury selection, nor what occurred in roving room. It is understandable they would raise this to the court. Okay, so this is all boring. Let's get to it. Jury enters. Government says we introduce following exhibits. E3331, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And it says, Your Honor, pseudonym order. And it says, before the witness comes in, we introduce text messages involving Christina Coram. Let me read. Puff Music, phone 2. Make sure Robin pays her rent. KK, Robin sent her rent was paid. In the vicinity of Newark, cell phone from Damian Butler. And then they say 3 AOC in this message. 3 of my doors are broken. This is crazy. D-Rock, he is coming to the house. He just texted me. I don't think it is a good idea to leave your place. That's not going to make it better. He has my key. I don't feel safe. The key is, the key is a fuzzy tail. Just take it. D-Rock, I'm at the house. Puff is here. You know I can't take your key from him. Thank you. The government may now call its next witness. The government calls Special Agent Andre Limon. Where do you work? They ask. HSI in Los Angeles, in Human Trafficking Unit. Do you executive search warrants? Yes, 50 or 60. Do you search 200 South Mapleton Drive in LA? Yes. HSI New York and HSI LA to be involved. We executed search warrant. Here's exhibit. Please publish it. What are these other buildings? Sauna, recording studio. What room were searched? All. It's a large property. I went through objects that we seized. It says that put them into our case management system. We moved to enter into evidence exhibits. Exhibits admitted. What are these? The floor plans of 200 South Mapleton. How do you know they're accurate? He says, I was there. How many manila envelopes were there in the nightstand? About 6. What was written on them? K. Publish the stipulations. Testing determined in the K envelope with a shamrock on it was ketamine. Is there a safe in the closet? Yes, it's gray. There's a photo. What's in the safe? a passport for Sean Combs, plastic bag with substances in it. They found brown pebbles were MDMA. What's in the bag? Johnson & Johnson baby oil, Astroglide, and some lingerie. Where else was Astroglide oil found? In the bathroom, in the garage. Show the photos. Bookcases full of baby oil, drawers full of Astroglide. In the garage, overall, how many bottles of baby oil did you find? 200. How many bottles of Astroglide did you find in 200 Mapleton? 900. Let's turn to the firearms in the residence. What are these? It says a Ruger, Glock pistol, AR-15. Show the photo. What's this? Smith & Wesson rifle in the chair, about 30 round magazines. There is a 5.11 bag. What's that? It's just a bag. And this, rifles and a Mossberg. And this, drum magazine, large capacity, 60 round. It had 59 rounds of green tip ammunition in it. What does green tip ammunition do? It's designed to pierce body armor. Could you go look at the boxes of firearms in the cart next to you? Serial numbers. Where they existed matched. Do any of the firearms not have serial numbers? One did. This one. How are serial numbers limited? Sand it off with a machine so it's smooth. Not like it's done with a screwdriver. No further questions. And then Combs' lawyer says, you're aware that Mr. Combs has security, right? He says, yes. And every gun and piece of ammo that was recovered from the security office, right? Yes. There were no guns in the kid's bedroom. None. Was the security office door locked? Not when I got there, but before. Isn't it important? Wait, but before. Isn't it important? Did it have a lock? It had a knob. Lock, I don't know. You have no reason to think the safe was open before you got there. No. Then you have to go to part 2. Hold on one sec. Because for some reason it got broken up. Give me one sec. Let's see. Hold on one sec. Part 2. Okay, cool. Mr. Perez, is this your text message? Oh, wait. Oh, so they were done with the guy after that. Okay, so then they go into... they bring a guy named Perez up. Is this your text message, Jonathan Perez? Yes, it's me, KK and Joey. KK asks, how's the setup going? How much longer do y'all need? What did you write back? I wrote, I got fruits and milkshakes and asked Jane about outfits. So they're setting up a freak off, huh? Then KK asks, is the room done yet? How did you respond? I wrote, the room is done. Now going to the store. What store? Adult store. Afterward, KK asks about cleanup. Of what? The room. How did you become aware of the video? A videographer named Brandon showed it to me. Where did you go? I told an iPad. I went to the office. What was the video? Jane having sex with a man and Mr. Combs was watching. Did you tell Mr. Combs? I did. I told him I found it on the iPad and it shouldn't be. He seemed surprised. Then what did KK say? That in the future, I should bring things like that to her. I described it to her. Did you speak with her about it again? KK said she had gotten a call from somewhere outside the company talking about the video in some capacity. Did you record the conversation? No. Were you aware it was recorded? No. Show the stipulation. Seizure of Christina Coram's phone. We offer the audio and transcripts. Audio plays and stops. Where'd you find it? Brandon the shooter. What, that you? Yes. And he's a videographer. So he pointed it out. Was there anyone else in the theater? Maybe Gio. We have camera footage. Okay, so KK is speaking on this voice note. We have camera footage of who was in the house. And then Perez says, I went to Puff Daddy about it. You can delete it. He said, okay, and deleted it. Then I told you. KK says, did you hear anyone else talk about it? Did anyone else ever bring it up again? No. Then audio Perez. Rob talked about it, but he said he didn't want to see it. Why did you not delete it? Why did you want to delete it? It wasn't my role. Oh, why did you not delete it? It wasn't my role. Perez, there should have been an investigation. Mr. Combs thought he might be compromised in some way. His phone data. Let's see, then let's pull up the next one for the jury. Audio Perez, I found something on the private iPad. He said he didn't want to know. Was there anyone else in the theater? So they're trying to figure out who saw this video and are they going to repeat anything and do they need to pay him off? This is Diddy's dirty little secret. Then they break, and we'll get back after the break. What do you guys think about what everything is going on? This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Smash that like button. I appreciate you all. And Kanye, we know why he's supporting Diddy now. He's the same. He was mentioned with Jane. He had his own little freak-offs that she attended. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Peace.